Hello guys, Shoutout here. So by popular demand I want to show you a couple of the spectres that I really like. And I think they have great potential. Of course we also have the Vaal guard, which is very strong. But I shortlisted 5 of them. They are not necessarily the strongest ones in the list that we have over here in the spreadsheet. I'll post the spreadsheet as well in this description. We did manage to go through maybe 10% of the ones already have a video. It's 56. The entire list is 400 and something. Let's find out. Entire list would be these ones as well, including 462. So we still have around 400 spectres to go. Out of those, I'm pretty sure we will still find some very nice spectres. By the way, big shout out to all the community members that are contributing to the list with comments and so on. Jason Suzuki is doing a very nice job. He's doing a lot of the comments on the spreadsheet. Alright, so let's get into it. By the way, if you are using the spreadsheet, in my opinion you can test out the green ones, the one that are with green. They have some kind of potential. I will showcase a couple of these ones today, except of a second miner. I'll tell you why afterwards, but yeah, you can also test it out yourself as well. I'll also tell you why I haven't posted this video just yet. I'm kinda running out of gems, that's the problem. I'm running out of skill gems to cut, so I cannot do proper testing with late game, because my level of the gems, for example for the Vaal guard, is level 14. And that's not ideal, right? Because on the maps you are far further than level 58. You are on level 69 plus, I guess. So yeah, that's a challenge that I have to overcome for now, because all of my gems are in here. I've had to cut a lot of the gems. And the first spectres that I did them with the level 19 gem, the ones that I've had. It is what it is. Yeah. I'll run out of gems. GGG will patch it. I think they said they will allow you to unbind the spectre by selling it to the vendor or something, and it will return it as an unbound one. Hopefully it will keep the quality and the level of the gem. I think that's the intention. And that's when I will start testing a lot more of the endgame stuff and a lot more of which of these spectres are actually... What the hell is that? Which of the spectres are actually good in the endgame or not? Alright, let's get to it. I want to show you a couple of the spectres. The Vaal guards are breaking my computer, by the way. I'll show it right afterwards. Let's do on a tier 2 map. I'm a level 95 Infernalist on the standard league. It's a hardcore SSF one though, so that's why I'm running out of gems. I cannot trade for them. Maybe I will just move the character. I will repeat and move it to standard so I can continue doing the videos. The basic videos for the spectres. Alright, let's look a bit on the skills. I have the Infernal Hound, as maybe if you're playing Infernalist you want to have it. He's with loyalty, mid shield, wildfire. So fire exposure, whatever. This is more for a fire build. We have the Spectre which is already on a 5 link. I think this is a very promising one. It's a Chaos Zealot with Scatter Shot, Feeding Frenzy, Electrocute and Acceleration. I am actually using one Storm Mage to inflict shocks with Coursing Current, Lightning Penetration, Lightning Exposure and Conduction. This guy has a couple of chains. On the arc he has 4 chain counts. I think he can reliably apply the shocks, not on the high level high HP targets, but usually during the mapping it will apply some shocks. I have the clerics, which I'm usually also using the ingenuity on. Just a couple of them is fine. You can also use the pain offering on them, on one of them. Using the pain offering, and that's pretty much it, and the shield charge just for a bit of mobility. It's a very basic setup. I haven't delved too deep into the endgame now because I've done a lot of testing for the spectres, right? So let's get into it. Let's look at these guys. Can they do proper electrocutions or what? Let me just think, what should I do? Should I do the trenches? I haven't done this map ever. Let's find out. Let's do this map. I am gonna pick up a gem. I think I did find a skill gem, a level 15 one. Maybe I can get a couple of more. And maybe I want to bind another spectre if there's anything special, right? I'll just have it in here, so in case there is a... Okay, I cannot. Let me just learn a few more. In case there are some spectres that I need for testing, I will just bind them, right? Okay, let's see how these spectres are doing. I haven't been on this map, it's my first time entering the new corrupted thingy. Oh, there's an undead Vaal ghost. Okay, so my spark guys are kinda going up there. The thing I like about these ones is that the clear is not as bad. The clear is not as good as the Vaal guards. It's not the same amount of damage, but at least the visual clarity and the performance is way better. Okay, let's see. He's electrocuted, see? Yellow mobs. They just get electrocuted and die. Okay, I'll grab the alchemy. Apparently they can also, they fire the spark projectiles with some kind of a lightning bolt. So it's not only from their casting, right? Yeah, so I think they are doing quite well. The gem level is a bit higher than, no, wait up. It's level 18, so it's a bit higher than the area over here is level 66. So maybe that's why they are doing a lot better. But I think these are some good spectres, right? And they can electrocute, which is pretty nice. Okay, let's see the next ones. These are some that I really like. I want to play around with them a lot more. Then there's the Vaal guards, which most likely everyone knows they are quite strong. If you're using scatter shot, your PC will die, or you will have very high performance issues. You can use on them the, where is it, martial tempo, because it's the grenade throw is actually an attack. So scatter shot, martial tempo, and maybe feeding frenzy as well. I think these are okay. You can mix and match, you can do a lot more jams, you can do increase the AoE if you want instead of the scatter shot if too many projectiles is too much for your computer to deal with. For example, from my side the PC will just lose the frame, a lot of frames. Let's see. It's a 470 by the way, RTX 470, and the CPU is kinda good as well. Yeah, it's not very bad, but it's not good either. Yeah. The damage is there, the clear is there, these are kinda nice. However, the performance is bad. Once again, these spectres are... Also the gem level is level 14, FYI. Plus 6 though. Look, the performance, I don't like the fact that it breaks the performance, that's kinda horrible. I'm not following the wisp, I will move over to the next spectres. Everyone knows about these ones, these ones are the best so far. However, I hope GGG will fix the performance issue of the explosions, right?
Oh, maybe next time, eh?
Okay, let's move over to the next, the cultist archers. Once again, good users of scatter shot, good users of Feeding Frenzy, and I would go, instead of a martial tempo, I don't think they need that extra attack speed. I will go with Magnified Effect and you will see why. Or maybe even you can do Swift Affliction for their dot. They have Toxic Rain and they deal dot damage. With this one they go up to what? Chaos damage, where is damage per second? Chaos damage per second, 761 per pod. I think it's per pod. And this one deals 185. I'll still keep the Magnified Effect for more clear. So let's find out how they are dealing damage and how they are faring on this map. What level is the gem? Level 19. These ones are pretty powerful, I guess, on this one, on this map. Level 19 gem, so it's a level 25 minion. Let's see the single target here on the yellow mob. He has the temporal bubble as well. The visual clarity is better on these ones compared to the Vaal guards. The clear is decent. They are pretty fast. Right, they are moving pretty fast. They do take quite a while to cast their larger clear skill. However, if you have plenty of them, they will just clear with their basic attacks and with the Toxic Rain that they fire quite often actually. So these ones are pretty nice. I would recommend them to anyone. You can try them out and see how they fare later on. They might be worse than the Vaal guards, of course, and worse than the ones that I've showcased before, the Vaal guards, the lightning ones. By the way, these ones you can only find in the Trail of Chaos, and it's a 60 cost. It's a 60 spirit cost. The Chaos Zealots. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, the cultists, they are pretty nice. Now let's see the Doryani's elite. These ones are kinda quirky. You need ingenuity on them because they have a single ability, is not shown here. A single ability that they fire and they use cooldown on it. And also the skitter bots that they are summoning are on a cooldown as well. So this guy will deal full lightning damage. And you want also scatter shot on them. And maybe increased area of effect of Feeding Frenzy, any of these ones as a for link. Let's see. Let's see how these ones fare. I think these have potential, but it definitely needs more testing. They fire these little balls. I mean, it's not the best enemy minions to showcase it to, because those had some lightning effects as well. Okay, let's see it here. So they fire these balls that explode after just a short while. I think they can be also triggered by the skitter bots. They seem like some kind of mines of some sort. Yeah, so they stack up. I think they do overlap AoE. I think they're good on a single target as well. It's too bad they have a cooldown on them and they kinda take a while to wind up and fire other bolts. So if you can go to a pack and they have the cooldown ready, it feels good. But if the map has like more minion spawns and so on, it will take a while for them to fire the balls. They can also fire them in the back only on a single monster and it feels bad. So yeah, these ones can be good, but with certain conditions. I don't know. I like them, I like the ability, I like the fact that they can shotgun with it. There's a very nice overlap with scatter shot. Let's see over here in a tight spot. AoE is pretty large, even though I'm not using the increased AoE, right? Yeah, these are decent ones in my opinion. They are looking good. And the last one is actually one of my favorites in terms of like how they play. I'm doing a full meme. Let's go full damage on them. These are tanky ones. These are ones that are tanky and they are just a bulk of meat in front of you. They have a block chance as well of 20%, is not much. But I think when they are attacking they have raise shield, as far as I've seen. They are very tanky, they never die, even though the tooltip here doesn't show a lot. It's also because of... they have quite a lot of damage, let me show you. And I think these ones are pretty fun. I like the way they move, the way they attack. They have AoE as well. They're a bit slower than the other ones that I showcased. However, they're pretty fun in my opinion. I'm on my leech, on the leveling, I'm having one or two of these always. I like to have them in the front line. Even though they cost some spirit, they are over there in the front line, they deal damage. They don't die, they can be like a wall of meat in front of you like this. And they just clear. They clear slower, of course, so it's just like more of a meme. But they do have damage. They do have single target. I don't even know. I like them. I actually like these ones quite a lot. Maybe with more testing, maybe with more gems, they will be extra powerful. We have to see what kind of uses you can do. Maybe they are very good on single target. You can do bleeding, you can do whatever new mechanic that is added. Let's see against this guy. I think this is respectable damage, right? Look. They just stay there. Another, they stun quite easily as well. Okay. These are the spectres. I like these ones quite a lot, even though they're not the strongest ones. Once again, if I were to do like a top of spectres right now, it will be difficult to not put a Vaal guard on top one, because they have very high numbers. I'm kinda sad that they have that huge performance spikes, and I cannot actually play them. I can, but it's a pain, and I don't want to be... I don't want not having fun, right? I don't want to be like constantly sitting and watching my screen having like 10 frames per second and so on. So if I were to do like a top of these spectres at the moment, let me just place them over here. So the top one will be Vaal guard. Of course, they have great numbers, their single target is good, the clear is good. Too bad they have performance issues once again. The second one in my list would be the Chaos Zealot for sure. This is a 60 spirit one, and you have to pick it from the Trial of Chaos. You need to have a key to the Ultimatum Trial of Chaos bullshit. Where is it? This one you can do like the lowest one that you have, it doesn't matter. You will find it in the first floor as well, for sure. You need to do the 60 spirit one. Maybe there are multiple variations as far as I could see in the list. There might be multiple variations of it. Make sure you have the lightning one, the one that casts spark. This is a spark casting one. It works well with electrocute, it has decent clear. They move well, they are not slow, so I like them. Then it will be the Cultist Archer in my book. I think these are very good. Maybe they also work with ingenuity, I have to test it out. Maybe when you have 5 link or 6 link they are even better. So this is, in my opinion, the third one from my list. Once again, this is only my opinion. Then it's not the Doryani's elite, I think it's a heavy... This is a meme, by the way, from my side. I don't... So, from my perspective, I'm not like a zoomer. I don't like to go very fast through maps or very fast through everything. Just zoom, zoom, zoom and be very fast. I like to see also the animations, and these have very cool animations. They are very tanky, they deal respectable damage, they have AoE. The clear is not as good as the ones above. They don't have covered the whole screen, only in front of them, but they are pretty damn awesome. And these ones are like, I really want to make them work because they're kinda cool. The explosions are kinda huge, the overlap of it's kinda huge, and the damage, I think you can scale that one pretty high. Of course, you want to use conductivity, you want to use lightning exposures and everything. So every one of these spectres are nice. However, this is my like very subjective opinion. I couldn't test a lot of things. This is my standard character on hardcore. Most of my focus was to get as many videos as possible on from this list, right? Because I want people to be able to see which ones do what, not necessarily which one is the strongest. because as you could see, this one is with yellow here, right? It's not it's a personal preference of mine. For example, the impalers look a lot better, but they cost a lot. Yeah. Forsaken miners are also almost on par with the Doryani's elite, although they not with the Vaal, they're almost on par. They will be somewhere around here, in my opinion, as well. But I don't like the performance issues of this as well, and the visual clarity is gone when you use scattershot on them. They are kinda nice. Yeah, look on the spreadsheet. The spreadsheet has a lot of nice spectres. The frost rates have quite nice potential for the Nova as well. The autos are not that strong, but the Nova is kinda nice. They have big freezing. They do freeze a lot, so these have also nice potential. There is the Vulture, which has nice potential for poison builds and applying poison. Impaler is pretty nice, although I do hope they nerf a bit the spirit cost on them. Otherwise they are kinda shit because of that. They are nice for bleed. Priest of the Sun is nice. This one needs more testing though. I don't know how to make it cast their beam more often. The beam is the only strong stuff on them. Yeah. I need to test this one now. I haven't tested it myself. Apparently someone says that it's very good. Yeah, there's a lot to cover. I will try and cover 10 or so videos a day and publish videos for the basic stuff. Once again, please note that the videos you see here on the video link are only covering the basic stuff. They are not covering the endgame, they're not covering maps, they're not covering combinations. They might have suboptimal support gems being used. Mostly what I'm doing with those videos is to showcase how the minions move, how they attack, how well they are coded, how fast they move alongside with you, if they get stuck, if they do like close to no damage. At least we need to see that, right? So that's the purpose of the bulk of the videos that I create. I will try and create a video similar to this one where I showcase some of the spectres that I liked so far, in between like maybe 50 or 100 of the spectres. If there is a very exceptional one, I'll do a separate video where I can explain, look, I'm using this one on my leech, I found it very nice because it does X, or you can combine it with X, and so on. Once again, it's not only me that is contributing to this huge list. We have where is the list? It's on here. We have a lot more people contributing to the list. Mainly the ones with edit access are Gazi. Make sure to look him up. He's a very nice guy. He has a lot of he's a much larger channel than mine, so he's only doing minions. So this guy is a legend in terms of like minion builds on PoE 1 and basically any action RPG. He's the minion guy. Baylor Mage as well, as far as I seen him, as far as I followed him, I think I know about Baylor Mage for 10 years or so. He's a very like old timer and he's doing a lot of minions in the past few years. So he's also covering Leech. I think he's playing a Leech. Gaz is also playing a Leech on the new expansion patch, whatever you wanna call it. Then there's also Macro Bioboy. He's a very experienced guy in terms of action RPGs, especially coming from Diablo 2. I think he's a speedrunner in Diablo 2 or something like that. And he just picked up PoE 2 and PoE 1. I think he played PoE 1, I'm not sure. But he just picked up PoE 2 and it's very nice to see his perspective and the way he does play with the minions, and he experiments with the gems and so on. So yeah, make sure to check him out as well. And then this is me when I'm not recording these videos. I will be live, usually in the evenings on Twitch. On live I'm playing the Leech. It's only on stream. I'm not playing it off stream at all. I'm currently level 50 something, 51 or 52 at the end of Act 1 Crawl. I'm having fun. I'm using the Faridun heavy infantry and the skeletal archers for now. I I will try to move to some of the spectres that I covered here afterwards, as soon as I can get my hands on them. Yeah, and my YouTube channel, of course, where I'm posting all these videos. Be sure to also check out the in-depth guide link. This will be where most of the content creators will post something. For example, we have, it's not very much in-depth, but we do have one for the Vaal guard from Bela Mage. When he found them, he made like a 4-minute or 5-minute video where he covers a bit why he thinks these are good. I think they are the best as well, but once again, performance wise, they are shit. Yeah, that's what I said, they are shit. I'm not using the Vaal guards only because they are shit on the performance. So yeah guys, this is the video. I don't want to waste a lot more time on this video because it's time when I'm not doing spectres, like when I'm off stream. I try to record some videos and try to edit them, and I'll try to do like 10 videos a day. I think I can do it. It's not that difficult. But yeah, there's a lot of things to do, so please bear with me as I'm going through this list. I'll read all of your comments. Please post comments. Feel free to comment on anything that you see on my channel. I will post comments. I will most likely respond to all of the comments if I deem necessary. So yeah, I like that you guys are interacting with the content. It helps my channel grow actually. It helps the visibility of the videos, so I really like that. Yeah, I'm gonna be around. I'm gonna post all of the videos for all of the spectres. I'm gonna post videos like this one as well as we go into the league. I will post in-depth guide for the Leech as soon as I get to endgame and I get to learn a bit more about what the Leech does and what minions should I use and what combinations and so on. So yeah, that's me. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you liked this video. If you did, interact with it, comment, like, subscribe, whatever you want. It helps the algorithm figure out if this is a good content for other people, so it helps my channel grow, and I appreciate that. I really like doing this stuff, so yeah, see you guys next time. Bye.